Hello people and welcome to Minecraft.
Okay, don't yell. So we're gonna call this level
Okay.
Ball.
Balls?
Yeah.
Because we're about to make a ball yes?
No.
Just invite, just invite.
I don't got a good one. I accidentally bought this one, which is pretty trash.
Do you have it?
No, it looks very trash. Trust me.
How'd you accidentally buy it?
I was trying to buy something else, but I accidentally tapped A and it automatically bought it. Well, X. Okay.
You're thinking like me. Oh my god, dude.
I tried Fortnite on Nintendo Switch. That shit is hard.
It probably is.
Much of the content added to Halo 5 after launch was really just stuff that
Didn't you use it at
was the core game to add as DLC, but
what the freak?
To make it hard, and we can only use crafting mode only.
It was released all the way back in 1992, and it had a huge influence on the industry and
Yeah.
it helped popularize the
Do that.
FPS as a whole. And there were a few other great games in the franchise as well, and such as 2001's Return to Castle Wolfenstein. But the franchise died out in the 2000s due to a lack of good releases.
Classic
A very
graphic
poorly
card.
received series reboot in 2009. Then seemingly out of nowhere, in 2014, we got another series reboot called Wolfenstein: The New Order, and it was good. It brought
Here's the
new life.
broadcast I did with Colin and is this the broadcast?
How do I do it? One setting?
Oh yeah, it is. Look. Yes. While we're playing. Yeah, that's it. While we're playing, we can watch that also.
What's that?
A broadcast I did. Me and Colin both did a broadcast.
Dude, we made a bouncy house, and so this is what, and Esteban started cheating, and he started screaming at me because he got so mad.
Okay, so what you need is one right here.
Dude, I used to be so in love with Minecraft. I actually watched Minecraft in real life. That kind of shit.
What the?
I know. It was weird because he punched an actual tree in his hand, and he actually picked up shit like horse manure. So I'm trying to keep it family friendly. Poopy.
I need one more word. Can you come to me real quick? Where are you at? I need me.
Check out yours, now come and check out mine.
Mine was actually better than his, but Zombie says that his was better than mine
I'm doing what?
in our building.
That's his down there?
No, that's mine.
What is it?
It's a little castle.
It's a what?
Castle. We were doing castles.
Start from the bottom. My entrance. Don't worry about any noob. Let's go. Go through here.
Dude, he actually bought the thing just to get the wings.
Door. It's my birthday. Hey. Right here. Alright, come with me. Alright, come
I
with me.
think you already did better.
So you don't go here yet. You gotta come up here. And then watch this.
See, like what I did. It's actually better than what Zombie did.
What did Zombie do?
He just made like two different spots that were like not even on the same spot places. But me, I actually took my time and thought of how to do it. Alright.
think you did better than him?
Yeah. Then at the end, we just started to kill each other. I need one more. Give me one more white sheep, and I'll make both of us bed. I need to find a cave. Here we go.
Zombie sounds like a 9-year-old on your broadcast.
Zombie was getting a little bit buffer when I asked for some bouncers.
Dude,
Like,
he butthurt because
I was like, hey Zombie, can you give me some bouncers? He's like, what should I? You didn't help me get materials for my base. I was like, bro, I just need some bouncers.
So he just because I told Esteban one thing on what he said, he thought I said everything that he said about Esteban, but I didn't say a single thing except that one thing because it wasn't true. And so he got all butthurt and he was like,
Arpeda, come to me.
he was screaming at me. I think he blocked me. So he might not be able to join me in party if he's on it.
Bro, I have a good idea.
Look on your map. Look on my map.
It's gonna be a bouncer war. Why bouncers?
Oh my god, dude, I can't jump because of the kid. Why does he always do that now? All of a sudden, all he says is, read.
Alright, can I get some wood? Like 2 pieces of wood. That works, let's see all that. Be better.
Alright guys, trying to find bouncers. Hey, what up? Do you guys help me find llamas or bouncers for this gaming? Dude, I have an idea, but we need bouncers. I'll take this. So we're all gonna have shotguns, right?
Yeah. I dropped you iron, stone pickaxe.
Alright, so here's my idea, right? Alright. So, I'm gonna place bouncers around my area I made.
Actually, what is it? I'm not gonna lie, I was getting pretty irritated once he kept ignoring me.
For ignoring him. He screamed at me, he was like, why you ignore me, bro? You're an idiot, you're so gay. And I was like, why? And he was like, because you're ignoring me. I was like, I never ignored you. And he's like, yes, you did. Why did I ask for you, but you didn't answer?
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't hear him. Because Esteban was talking to me.
Alright, get that white, kill that white sheep. That'll make us a bed.
Where?
Turn around. Turn around. Right there.
What the fuck is that? It's not a sheep.
Oh, that was like a sheep from where how far I was. You were.
He had salmon.
I'm just asking for the help from downstairs, that's it.
Like I said, he was being so extra. All I did was ask for bouncers for this dude.
He's acting weird all of a sudden. He's starting to do and a lot of other stuff. Getting butthurt about the smallest things. Assuming things.
I don't know where I am anymore.
What?
I don't even know where I was.
You don't even know where I was?
Where I was. Alright, so.
Oh, there you are.
We're gonna have to stay here for now. Come here.
I have 7, you have 6, alright.
Get in.
Go to my base real quick.
Come on. Over here.
Alright, I'm in.
Come with the bed. Not bad.
Hey!
Bruh, chill.
Do you have another torch? Give me one torch.
Oops.
Alright, come on. Let me show you my idea.
Put some food in here.
Why don't you just cook that mutton?
Overpowered. Alright, come on, Colin. We're waiting for you.
Alright, let me get one more.
Zombie, when you're shooting your aim or whatever that's bad, every few seconds, you just look.
It doesn't work unless you're using a burst. Do you like swipe it? I don't like it.
What do you mean?
Esteban's in love with swipe it, the dance.
No, not really.
Zombie and Esteban are in love with it.
Let me show you what I'm thinking of. So when you walk in here, we're gonna have bouncers all around, right? And while we're bouncing us all around,
I guess we could.
yeah.
I want to be a short person.
Shotguns. No. That's why you should just drop all your weapons and just put a shotgun class. That's it. Zombie, you got bouncers? No. Alright, and you two, back up, switch teams. Call it, switch teams, zombie, switch teams. I'm gonna back up from your loot.
Yay.
How did you turn into a zombie?
Go to skin pack 1, and you can also turn into a creeper. You just get.
I know, I'm trying to.
Oh, you could be Sly Cooper.
Oh, I can? Hell yeah. Hey! Woo. Get out of here, zombie! This is Sly Cooper's. Oh. Hey, what's up? Me, Murray. Murray should be a little bit fatter, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Do not be my evil girlfriend. She's annoying as fuck. You know what she does? This is what she does. She comes up to Sly Cooper, she starts going like this, lap dancing around him, and then she like punches him like that.
For real?
Yes! She's like a horny villain. She's like Sly Cooper's girlfriend, but Sly Cooper used to be bad, but now he's not. He's just stealing from villains and killing villains. And his girlfriend's a villain, so. Here, let me show you.
Come here, boy.
I forgot. What is his girlfriend's name? Sly Cooper.
Carmelita.
Carmelita? That don't. Yeah, that's her. Hold up. Cooper.
I should probably just start at the beginning. The name's Sly Cooper, and I'm a thief, from a long line of thieves. In fact, thieving is the family business, and business was good. Although, until recently, I considered myself retired. Having hung up my mask and cane, I was enjoying life on the other side of the law. She and I had a history, which generally involved her.
Oh yeah, I remember. I saw my brother. He had to dodge every one of her shots. You couldn't attack her, but you could just dodge her attacks.
I didn't. It was great to finally enjoy each other's company without a shock pistol being involved, and we quickly put the past behind us. But as time went on, the old itch came back, and I knew I needed to pull a heist. I should also mention that as a master thief, I only steal from other thieves. So it took me a while, but I finally found what I was looking for. My target was an upstart art mogul, a real hotshot collector. He seemed respectable, and even opened a new museum. But I could smell a rat. Reliable sources told me he was dealing in black market antiques worth millions. So I felt he should share the wealth. I was working on a plan when one night, as if on cue, Bentley showed up. Bentley was the brains of our operation, the mastermind. We grew up in the same orphanage where we bonded over stealing cookies, our very first heist. And we've been best friends and partners ever since. We hadn't seen each other for a while, but I knew immediately that something was up.
Murray's like Kratos. He has to lift things and stuff. That's what you use him for.
Bentley had been enjoying his time off too, building a new lab from scratch with his girlfriend and fellow tech whiz, Penelope. She had joined the team on our last paper, and the two of them had really hit it off. Apparently, they just finished work on a top secret project when Penelope had simply vanished.
Good morning. Are you staying here? I'm gonna
searched frantically but found
get a sheep real quick.
And he noticed something that
How many people do I have to kill? Alright, let me get this
time, the master thieves passed down through the Cooper family for generations.
Ooh, I got 4 fish this time. I'm gonna cook them up.
Only now,
Get a
those
feast.
cages weren't so full. In fact, they were disappearing right before Bentley's eyes. Realizing there was no time to waste, he gathered his gear and raced off the terrace. The first thing Bentley did was track down Murray, the third in our trio. Murray was our enforcer, the muscle, and the guy who'd eaten all the cookies we stole back in our orphanage days. Through the years, the three of us had become an unbeatable team, and we were more like a family now than a gang. Murray had been living his dream on the pro driving circuit, where his van had become famous, or rather infamous, for all the crashes he'd caused. Eventually, he was unable to find a sponsor due to his high insurance premiums, and he moved into Demolition Derby.
Where should our beds be?
When Bentley showed up, however, Murray dropped everything to help out. Especially when Bentley explained that his van was the key to the whole plan. With Carmelita distracted by a new assignment, I took the opportunity to slip away and met up with the guys at our old Paris hideout. Bentley launched into one of his elaborate presentations, and I saw the whole scary picture. Someone, or something, was literally erasing Cooper history. Then, to our amazement, Bentley revealed that he already had the solution: time travel. It turns out his top-secret project was constructing a time machine, and now he modified the design to fit into Murray's van. We were going to travel back in time, stop those responsible, and fix the damage they'd done. Bentley explained the only catch was that in order to travel to a particular time, the machine required an object from that era. We knew from the changes to the Thievius Raccoonus that our first stop was Japan. So here we were, about to steal a priceless 17th century samurai dagger from the same museum I'd been casing. Funny how things work out sometimes. Well, what else can I say about Carmelita? As you can see, our relationship is complicated. And I just succeeded in upgrading it to hazardous. I certainly wasn't expecting her to crash the party. She'd been so busy with her latest case, I never thought she'd have her eye on me. In fact, I kind of been counting on it. But then, I should have known better than to underestimate Inspector Carmelita Fox. As much as she liked having fun, Carmelita was serious about her police work. And now, I had a lot of explaining to do. But the plan was in motion, and there was no stopping now. Even though I was thinking I'd need the time machine just to patch things up with Carmelita. Before the heist, we recruited our disco-loving, scuba-diving friend, Dimitri Listeau, to look after the Thievius Raccoonus. Because it was irreplaceable and the only guide we had, it was far too risky to take the book through time with us. Bentley had even invented a communication device to allow us to contact Dimitri no matter where or when we traveled. It was a perfect situation, since it allowed him to update us on any changes to the book, while limiting our exposure to his fashion critiques. Everything was happening so fast. The past few days were just a blur. But as we howled through the time vortex, I realized we were in for a very long trip. We needed to locate Ryuichi Cooper, Master Ninja, and Master Chef. According to the Cooper clan history, Ryuichi Cooper was actually the inventor of sushi. After creating this delectable dish, he opened a sushi restaurant, which, while very prosperous, also provided the perfect cover for a ninja. When we got to Japan, it was obvious something was very wrong. What should have been a peaceful village was more like a heavily patrolled military base. We located Ryuichi's sushi restaurant, only to find it shut down and under guard. Things got worse when Bentley discovered that Ryuichi was locked up in a new high-security jail, allegedly for serving bad sushi to the shogun. It all sounded like a pretty tough piece of fish to swallow. We needed to get to the bottom of the situation, and the first order of business was getting Ryuichi out of prison.
Did you find a tiger on that?
That's the first one. I think it was on the second one.
Oh.
The tiger is the hardest boss, I'm pretty sure. So, one of the hardest bosses.
After rescuing Ryuichi, we return to the hideout.
I'm gonna go mining. Well, not mining. You go mining. I'm gonna go get some trees and some food.
Mining where?
Anywhere.
Was the tiger we attracted the village, someone calling himself LA. After some more database digging,
Oh, that is him.
recovered his Interpol file.
No, you find, don't think you find him in, I think you only battle him a few times.
Usually for the hideout. Military strategist kind of back. Country commanded only 3 blind mice, armed with plastic weapons. According to his file, this guy had mysterious well, we had found him, and we needed to take him down.
Wait, can you have a polar bear as a pet?
No. I don't think so.
Impressive 4K UHD display. The Delta easy to lose yourself.
Because they do drop fish. So.
Complete with an Intel Core i7 processor.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be able to. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go test it out.
It's the hero you never saw. See the Delta 515 Marvel Super Scan and the Wasp in theaters now. So, let's start Ryuichi's sushi shop. El Jefe was defeated, disgraced, and delivered to the cops. But it was a hollow victory. I failed to get back Ryuichi's cane. Still had no idea who was really behind this whole thing. One thing was for sure, it was somebody powerful enough to have his own private army. We contacted Dimitri for an update on the devious Red Hoods, and it looked like Lieutenant Kid Cooper needed our help next. That meant we needed to travel back to the 1880s. Luckily, one of the goons that took Ryuichi's cane had dropped what looked like an old sheriff's badge. Bentley had been trying to figure out where it might be from, but now it all made sense. After sampling the badge, Bentley was able to calibrate the time machine. As we prepared to make the jump back to the Old West, I found myself wondering how Carmelita was doing. We arrived in the Wild West, looking for my ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. A legendary outlaw whose bank robberies were some of the most daring in Cooper lore. When we arrived, it took some time to locate him. But we eventually found him in prison. His arrest was the handiwork of the local sheriff, who had celebrated by posting his own picture all over town. Talk about an ego. We needed to bust Tennessee out of jail. But after some furious calculations, Bentley determined that the best way to do that was from the inside. For the first time in my career, I was going to have to let the law catch me. This could be a real challenge. Somehow, we had managed to survive and make it back to the hideout. Once there, Tennessee gave us the lowdown, how he'd been planning the bank heist that should have gone down in Cooper lore as his masterpiece, only to have a mysterious new sheriff arrest him before he even reached the bank. Curiously, the robbery still occurred, and all the bank's gold was stolen. Tennessee was charged even though he was already in prison, and the gold was never recovered. Of course, he had a strong suspicion it was Sheriff Toothpick himself who had stolen the gold and framed him. And after a little research, there was no doubt he was right. Bentley was able to uncover plenty of information about the sheriff. Although he changed his appearance somewhat, Toothpick was a too-big gangster from present-day Eastern Europe. According to his file, he'd grown up loving two things, gold and cowboy movies. He eventually specialized in gold robberies, and for a while had masterminded some of the largest crimes around the world. Then he abruptly vanished. The word was he had always thought of himself as a gunslinger, and it looked like he had found a way to make that a reality. The guy was a real loose cannon. We'd have to watch our backs if we were going to steal back the missing gold and restore Tennessee Kid Cooper's reputation as the greatest outlaw in the West.
Hey, if you're coming to me, bring the beds and bring everything.
No good lying. Oh, I should have tied his mangy tail around his neck. I should have blasted that smug look right up his face. I should probably just finish the story. After the escape of the sea, I decided to follow my nose, take a look around. I've been investigating the trading of stolen antiquities on the black market, but I never guessed that two-faced ringtail was involved. Then as I turned the corner, I was stunned to see a huge stash of stolen treasure right there in the museum. And even closer, Jaelin the Paradox himself unloading them. I couldn't believe it. The billionaire art collector and museum patron was behind it. I was so surprised that by the time I reacted, his goons already had me covered. Then that sawed-off runt had me thrown into some vile machine. And the next thing I knew, I was playing cowboys and criminals. The Old West, time travel, it was completely local. Sure, the Paradox had done some time in the he'd been squeezing clean ever since. And Interpol had never considered him a suspect.
Apparently every Latino always has to have that little thing on their cheek.
And of course, Cooper and his little friends were involved somehow. That tried to feed me some story about having to rob the museum to take a picture. That liar. I need to get back to her. Stolen Murray's van, and Bentley's time machine along with it. I finally cracked the case, and now I was stuck in this lousy dust bowl with the Cooper gang. I don't know what made me angrier. To bust the low-life skunk, or being trapped here with that lying ringtail. The terrible thing about this whole thing was that at least Cooper's ancestor was a gentleman.
As the van hurtled into the ravine, it felt like we were in slow motion. The thought that our adventures were over flashed through my mind as I braced for the crash. Then, in desperation, Bentley grabbed the closest thing at hand, Murray's Australian fossil necklace, and used it in the time machine. He saved our lives. But now, we had no idea where we were headed. We held on as the van was
We're about to go into water.
tumbling around like a cork in the
Water,
ocean. Where we'd land. And more importantly, when.
How many hair?
Things weren't going very well. We landed somewhere, from the looks of it, prehistoric. I was slightly concerned when Billy broke out the dinosaur repellent, but that was the least of my worries. The crash landing had damaged the van, so the time machine wasn't working properly. Not only was traveling back to Paris impossible, but we couldn't even raise the picture number. Also,
come on.
we still had no idea how the Paradox had managed to develop its own time machine. That
Peyton.
We're trying to protect these slaves.
Alright, place the bed down. Place the bed.
Carmelita was still really hot about things. I just wanted a chance to explain, to tell her how sorry I was for getting her mixed up in all of this. Before we had a chance to talk, she stormed off in a rage. I tried going after her, but I figured that wasn't the best idea. Our conversation would have to wait. At least until she holstered that pistol. We decided the first order of business was figuring out where and when we were.
Alright. Give me everything real quick.
And how we were going to repair the van. Otherwise, we'd have to get used to living in a cage.
The gonna be him. Bentley.
Yeah, give me the crafting table, the furnace, and the chest. Yeah.
We got Bob safely back to the hideout, where everyone took an immediate liking to him. And he took an immediate interest in our gadgets. While he was busy, Billy provided the background on his former captor. The guy's name was Grizz.
Can we get on Black Ops 6?
Yes, sir.
Can we get on Black Ops 6?
We will.
He'd been thrust into the limelight when he was plucked from the gutter and made famous by a prominent pop artist. Grizz's primitive artwork was hailed as a brilliant new style called paleo graffiti.
That one place
For a
that
while,
was
he
doing
enjoyed
right now is
celebrity
just in your
status.
house. You know.
His fame was short-lived, however, when people realized his art was really just bad. Resentful, he returned to his criminal roots, quickly becoming the top art thief on Interpol's most wanted list. One of Carmelita's main targets, it was now clear how he'd managed to evade her capture for so long. After we pried Bob away from Bentley's tools, he explained how Grizz had appeared and started harvesting all the pterodactyls in the area. His role as food provider for the tribe and greatest ape ever. Depressed, he'd gone into a slump. Found his out of shape, which allowed Grizz to catch him and take the new tool he'd invented to help him steal eggs. So it looked like the very first
My sister says this. I'm not fat, I'm thick.
We may have rescued Bob from the arena.
Not thick.
But we still needed to find out what sort of operation Grizz was running for
Like,
the
you really
Paradox,
want yourself to be
and why
thick?
it involved stealing all
Thick
the
is like a
eggs.
fat but perfectly
We
fat.
also needed
Like,
Bob's
at the
help to
right
find the
weight
rest of her
and
hand
everything.
parts. And that
She's not
meant
at the
we had to get
perfect
him back
weight
into
before.
climbing shape.
And
Fast.
she calls me fucking skinny boy.
I
And I'm
caught up
heavier
with the
than her
ringtails and
because
given the intel I gathered on
he's
Grace.
way more than
Half
her,
of me still wanted
and
to slap
I'm
the
way
smirk
bigger
on
than
his
her.
face, but the other half wanted to talk. Working on my own these past few days had given me time to think, and I've realized some things. Sly may have been lying to me the whole time in Paris.
Wait, where are you
I
at?
lied to myself as well. In my heart, I knew something was up.
Oh,
but I
wow.
didn't want to admit it. I wanted to believe he'd changed.
Hope I found a new place where we're living.
Where?
Sly was who he was, and I had to accept that.
Oh, shit.
Although this crazy time-traveling business had given me a new perspective on that.
We're gonna need better
In the past, I'd
loot,
always
like
chased
iron
Sly,
something.
arriving on the scene
I got
after the fact.
only 8.
But now
So I can
that
make us like
found
a
out
pickaxe.
with Bentley, Murray, and his ancestors, I had to admit a newfound respect. We aren't really so different.
Once we move into the
Fight for
Matrix, we get on
justice.
Black
We just do it from
Ops
opposite sides of the law. The question is, can I live with that? Honestly, I don't know. But for now, perhaps it's enough that I see things more clearly.
Alright, go ahead, get the stuff. We're moving again.
Until I
Get what?
Get all our stuff.
I can't carry all of it.
So you can.
No, I can't.
You can get rid of those 3 things, so we don't need that.
But she hadn't forgiven me yet, and I really couldn't blame her. The last thing she wanted to do was join up with a bunch of thieves. Something that went against everything she stood for. I could tell it was a tough decision, but in the end,
Alright, I gotta leave.
it was probably her only shot at busting the terror. Dimitri was happy to finally hear from us, as he'd been very busy. Bros were ripping their faces off. Whatever that meant. He pointed us to our next destination, Evo, England. And as it turned out, Grizz's crown was the perfect object to get us there. So, although we'd only uncovered this Ice Age scheme by accident, luck was definitely on our side. And we left in a confident mood, ready to tackle whatever fate had in store for us. We'd come to merry old England to locate my ancestor, Sir Jaelin. The gallant knight, Cooper Warner. Unfortunately, what we found was anything but real. Sir Jaelin had been reduced to performing in a local circus as a jester, complete with ridiculous costume. The villainous stench
know what was going on yet, but we knew it wasn't good. To make matters worse, we still had no information about Penelope. Bentley wasn't letting it show, but I knew deep down he was pretty worried. Hopefully we would find some answers soon. But first, we had to go to the circus. Once Sir Gallup calmed down, we returned to the hideout and got the whole story. The surrounding area was held in the iron grip of a fearsome black knight.
I tried giving it to
His
you.
origin was a mystery.
You just ran
His
away.
power and technological might was impressive. He'd even created a new type of robotic guard, which patrolled tirelessly without mercy.
Don't. I'll get it.
When he tried to take on these guards
Why will it
single-handedly.
not come up?
Yeah. We'll destroy it.
Alright.
Bentley searched every criminal database in existence, but couldn't find a thing. All we had were more questions. Had the Paradox somehow made an ally from this time period? And how had this Black Knight managed to create those mechanical monsters? When we explained to Sir Gallup
I'll
who
just
we really
start.
were,
3, 2, 1.
I don't know if he believed us or not. But it
You gotta hit me notes. Nods with the...
What you think all is Lassa? This whole time they've been together?
Alright, let's go.
Hold on, this is...
Every once in wait, don't kill all of them because some of them might be farmers. Every once in a while we gotta come here and boot gang some of their stuff.
I already got
You don't
some
deserve
stuff.
this, girl.
Alright, let's go.
Now listen,
Alright,
I
let's
know
make a farm
exactly how
down
you
there.
feel. I had this sugar daddy this one time.
didn't matter. He just started ranting about taking the fight to the enemy and restoring the Cooper honor.
Dude, Slide Cooper is such a
Needless to
good
say,
game.
the guy was a
Check
little
out Slide
intense.
Cooper movie.
Until we
Check out
figured out
Slide
what was
Cooper
going on, I
movie.
could see we were gonna have to keep him on the short.
I can't wait till it comes out. It says 2018 Slide
When Bentley
Cooper
returned to the
movie.
hideout, he crawled into his shell and wouldn't come out. Nobody could blame him.
Dude, if they actually make this
Penelope may
shit,
have betrayed
everybody's
our
gonna
friendship
watch
and
it.
trust, but she betrayed Bentley's heart. I knew he blamed himself for the whole predicament, but it wasn't his fault.
Fuck.
Everyone took turns trying to coax him
Yeah.
out.
Oh wait, oh fuck.
In the end, it seemed that Bentley would
Sure,
have to
man.
come back to us on his own. Unfortunately, we couldn't wait around. We had a villain to take down, with or without Bentley's help. And this time, it was personal. We contacted Dimitri, who started in about sandstorms and camel spit. Well, we finally deciphered enough to realize it was my ancestor Salim al-Qupar who was in trouble now. Which meant we needed to get to ancient Arabia on the double. This time, Carmelita provided the solution. Before the Paradox grabbed her back in the museum, she'd managed to pocket a gold coin as evidence. And our luck held, as it turned out the antique gold piece was exactly what we needed. As we prepared to leave, everyone was keeping an eye on Bentley. He downplayed his heroics and refused to acknowledge that he'd saved us all. I sensed a new confidence in him, which I guess had come from finally confronting his personal demons. He'd been through so much, but when it really mattered, he bounced back stronger than ever.
Wait, what the?
I was sure about two things. I couldn't be more proud of him.
That's a little,
Every ounce
that's a little
of
weird.
strength to take down
I'm
the
gonna say so
Paradox.
myself. And it's still there, it's not gone.
We traveled to ancient Arabia to find Salim
Interesting.
al-Qupar, an ancestor said to possess the stealth of 40 leaves.
Very
No surprise then when Bentley's research
Interesting.
revealed that this guy was a charter member of the infamous 40 Thieves. For once, it appeared we had plenty of backup to help out with this job. When we arrived, however, we were shocked to find that most of the thieves had already retired. Having made their fortunes and gotten older, these great thieves had decided to call it quits and enjoy their golden years in peace. What wasn't shocking was
We're
the
sleeping in there.
unmistakable presence of Cyril the Paradox.
Alright.
Nasty-looking guards patrolled everywhere, and it was
Hold
clear
on,
that
make a
something
hole, make a
sinister
hole.
was going on.
Why?
After some
So I
detective
can
work,
start
Billy had
planting
even
the
worse
shit,
news.
so
No one had
then
seen
it'll
Salim
just
go to
Al-Ghafar
sleep
for
real
some
quick.
time. He had been working with a few of the remaining thieves, but had simply vanished. So where was he?
make a faggot.
Hold on. Alright. This real quick.
Back at the hideout, introductions went quickly as Salim stuffed his face. He told us about his problem. Some new player calling herself Miss Decibel had rolled into town and started throwing lots of money around. It didn't take a genius to figure out who the time-traveling lieutenant was here. Salim and the 3 remaining thieves had decided to pull one last heist before disappearing into retirement, Miss Decibel being the target. Of course, with her technology, she had easily captured his thief brothers, and Salim had been trying to come up with a plan to free them ever since. Bentley uncovered some interesting background information. Miss Decibel had come from a wealthy British family. Her true love was classical music. Unfortunately, her complete lack of coupled with an extreme temper made for a volatile combination. After suffering a freak accident during a tantrum, she was left unable to play music normally. However, when she discovered she could control people with her hypnotic tones, a new criminal was born. She began using her devious talents to control others, forcing them to commit crimes for her. We told Salim about the paradox, and the whole thing made some strange kind of sense to him. The bad news was that he wasn't completely convinced that we were there to help him. I could see I was going to have to prove myself. Again. We may have stopped Miss Decibel, but it meant absolutely nothing. We were on the ropes. The paradox had beaten us every step of the way, and held all the cards. Carmelita, my ancestors' name, and now snake pedigree. I couldn't remember a time since we teamed up that we felt so defeated. And talking to Dimitri didn't help. He was freaked out and yelling about having to boogie down in Skunk Town. So as usual, his words made little sense. But the message was clear. We had to get back home fast. We may have been down, but we definitely weren't out. There was too much riding
Where'd you put it
the
at?
lives of everyone we cared about, not to mention the very
Well, you put
future
it in
of our
here,
existence.
so that's all I know.
How we would make things right. So as we roared back through time to Paris, I knew we were in for the
Is your thing on vibrate or mute?
Yes, but I think it'll do something. There's a light in.
We finally made it home to Paris, only to
try
find a
it.
place we
Alright.
hardly
Oh, I found it.
recognized. It was obvious the paradox was now in control, since his face covered the city like a bad rash.
Oh yeah.
The only positive was that Billy was able to dig up a lot of dirt.
She's gonna be blocky.
The paradox was from a family of thieves himself. And then we made a major discovery. I knew that my dad's heist of the world's largest diamond had made him a legendary thief. But what I never knew was that
This is
the
her
Paradox's father had planned to steal it
M-I-N,
first
and it
and
said no.
frame my dad for the crime. Only he was a little too slow and got himself caught instead. With his father gone, the Paradox had no one to teach him the family business, and after a string of failed jobs, he wound up in prison too. It was here, ironically, that he finally got his criminal education. After his release, the Paradox maintained the appearance of a law-abiding citizen. In reality, he used his...
What's your password for your Wi-Fi?